Hello everyone, what's going on? I'm Gav, the Master974, back again today doing another Source Shorts video, and today I'm going to look into an issue that exists in the Source 2013 multiplayer code, the new code that is, where if you try to set max players to 1 and load into a map, then less than desirable things happen, let's just put it that way. So I do need to give a thank you and shout out to Your Local Moon for not only pointing this issue out to me in the first place, but for also providing the fix for this issue. Now there's actually one thing we need to do beforehand, which is actually be able to set max players to 1 in the first place, because if you try to do that with the unmodified code, then you'll just get max players get set to 2 and it doesn't get set to 1. So how can you go about doing that? So I'm in Visual Studio and I'm in a Source 2013 multiplayer, solution. And one of the things that we're going to need to do is find the game interface file. Now, you're going to have HL2MP game interface for this, Half-Life 2 deathmatch code, and also TF game interface for Team Fortress 2. I don't know why I'm screwing up so much. This is really easy. But as you can see right at the very top of the files here, you see there's a function called getPlayerLimits, and pretty much immediately you see that it sets min players to 2, As I said, this is really easy and I'm screwing it up massively. But anyway, yeah, you just set min players to 1, and you can do that in the Team Fortress 2 code as well. But basically this forces single player if max players is set to 1. So you can, for example, build this solution, and if you try to do max players 1, then max players will actually get set to 1. Now, what are these less than desirable things that happen when you actually try to load a map with max players set to 1? Well, at least in Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, it seems pretty unanimous that the game crashes. It doesn't matter what map you try to load, as soon as the map loads, bang, game crash. Nothing you can really do about it. In Team Fortress 2, it's a bit more complicated because it doesn't crash the game, but it doesn't allow you to connect to the map, at least as far as I can tell. If I get footage of it, I'll show it in the video and you can see exactly what the error says, but it says something along the lines of there's some data mismatch and it's on the client, and it's some nonsense like that. So what can you do to try and resolve this issue? Well, you can go to gameinterface.cpp. As you can see, it exists in both the Half-Life 2 multiplayer code and Team Fortress 2 code. I keep wanting to call it Source 2013 multiplayer, but it's actually Half-Life 2 Deathmatch and Team Fortress 2 because they're separate now, aren't they? I can't just say Source 2013 multiplayer and it mean Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. Maybe that's why I'm screwing up so much. But you want to find the level init function, and it should look like this. And what I decide to do is put the fix after this vprof line, because you never know if any of this stuff ends up, causing any issues. So just do it early, and hopefully there's going to be no problems. But I'm just going to type it out and then talk about it when I'm finished typing it up. Okay, everyone, so this is the code that you need to add. So you want to create a convar called *cl local network backdoor. Set that to be equal to cvar arrow findvar of into the speech marks cl local network backdoor, as you see like this with the underscore after cl. And then if gp globals arrow max client is exactly equal to 1, in other words, max players is set to 1, then you want to set that convar value to 0, like as you see in this line here. Otherwise, if max client is greater than 1, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, then you want to have that convar enabled. In other words, you have the value set to 1. So with that change being made, you can build the solution, and at least in the Half-Life 2 Deathmatch code, you should be able to set max clients to 1, max players to 1, and then load into a map and not have a game crash. Now, at least for my experimentation in the Team Fortress 2 code, I think it depends on the map, to be honest, because even with this change implemented, some maps don't seem to want to work and others do. So I don't know what really is going on there with the Team Fortress 2 codes that causes these differences compared to the Half-Life 2 deathmatch code. But that's pretty much everything I need to say for this video. Thanks to Your Local Moon for helping with this video, and I'm so sorry for screwing up with the audio. As I said earlier, I think it's because I want to refer to the Half-Life 2 deathmatch code as Source 2013 multiplayer, but I can't really do that anymore. So that's just going to be where I'm going to end the video because I've been going on for long enough. So let me know what you think about this absolutely god-awful video, and take care out there. Peace out. See you later.